Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for April the 9th through the 15th. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and joining me. And if you're new, welcome. I just want to so first of all, this is for your sun, moon and rising. It's always good to check out the other videos. The links will be below in the show more section. This is a general reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be there, and all kind of through the video at different points. You can click on something. I don't know, somewhere. Can't quite remember where it goes. So thank you so much for those of you who've got personal readings. I really appreciate you, and I really enjoy doing them. Now, I want to thank my patrons too. I have a Patreon page that I just started up. There's links on my YouTube channel, or there'll be links in the video and down below. You can check that out. It's another way of supporting me. Now, a little bit about the astrology. Now, between the 7th and 10th, well, this is for the 9th through the 15th, we've got this lovely energy of Venus trining Saturn and Mars. So that's kind of a really nice energy. So we're going to feel that at the beginning of the week. And then on April 14th, we have, also, I do have to say that at the same time, the sun is squaring Pluto, so that's a little challenging. And it's about, look, when the sun squares Pluto, particularly at this time, I think a good question to ask yourself is because Pluto is about the hidden things, right? So what is it that I haven't addressed? And trust me, things are going to come up for you that you haven't addressed, and you're going to have to address them. And sometimes it doesn't feel good, right? But when you do, then you can release it, and it's something that's done, I know there's something that I haven't done. And I keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it. And I'm going to get that done before the sun squares Pluto. I don't want it coming up for me as a surprise. I want to get it done beforehand. Now, on April the 14th, Jupiter sextiles Pluto. Now, this will probably have more of an effect on the global. We'll probably get more of, the Me Too, it's about bringing out these secrets, right? This hidden stuff. So I have a feeling that we'll see more about, the Me Too movement. We'll see more about the Never Again. We'll probably see some corruption and litigation things coming up for governments around the world, maybe. So that's the kind of thing. And then on the 15th, we see the week out with a beautiful new moon in Aries. And it's conjunct with Uranus in Aries. Now, this is the last time, because then Uranus will be moving into Taurus. So this is about getting up and doing things. It's about that spark. It's about being excited. Aries is that fiery passion. So it's a really good, and it's a new moon. So it's a really good time to start things, and definitely, intentions, following things through. And we're going to have that feeling of hope and spring, and it will be exciting. So that's a really nice energy to end the week. So without further ado, first of all, please like my videos. Really helps me when you like the videos. Give me a thumbs up. Press the little bell, and that will notify you of when my videos will be uploaded. And comment. I read every comment. I really appreciate all the comments and the feedbacks. And what else? Subscribe if you haven't already, and share it on your social media. And please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for tuning in, and now let's go to your readings. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for April the 9th through the 15th. And, darling, right out the gate, we've got the Drama Queen card, right? This is when you're up in your head and you've got the worst case scenario. You're not seeing a bright future. You're wondering how you're going to make ends meet. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be homeless. It's that kind of thing. I'll be homeless. I won't have a home. My husband's leaving me. My wife's leaving me. What am I going to do? My kids are leaving. What if they, it's the worst case scenario that it's being in your head. And it's like causes you sleepless nights, right? It causes you to have really, nightmares. You're having kind of nightmares because you're waking up a lot and you're worrying. This is the worry card. So clarifying it is a page of water, darling. This is like, listen, come out of your head. You have to trust your intuition and your psychic abilities right now. And you do have them. You're a water sign, Cancer. So this is about disciplining yourself, coming out of this. This is an illusion anyway. The worst case scenario, it's exhausting. This is completely exhausting because your mind really affects your body, right? So when you're in that worst case scenario, every single cell and muscle in your body is reacting to that, and so you can make yourself ill from this kind of thinking. So this is saying, look, this is a wonderful message. You're getting, look, you have intuition, you have the ability, and this can also mean that you're getting, you're going to get into a deeper connection with someone. Maybe that's what you're worried about. I have, the next card that comes up is the Six of Wands. It's a cause for celebration. This is like you have to come out of the worst case scenario and celebrate every moment in your life. This is public accolades. You've got nothing to worry about, Cancer. You're going to, you're going to be acknowledged in a public arena. Like you might not be, on a horse coming in and streamers all over you. But, you might get somebody saying something nice on social media in front of people. People can say it as a group, Your boss can say what a great person you are and what a great job you're doing. Or people, if you're self-employed, your service could be really good. Whatever it is, you're going to get those public accolades. And look, this is the Nine of Fire. You've got two nines. Nines are coming to the completion of something. A Nine of Fire is about keep going, darling. Don't give up. This is about not giving up. You've worked really hard. Don't give up on your dream, right? This is like, come out of this. You've got to come out. This is passion, right? And this is going over and over in your head. This is like what I call the monkey brain. In meditation, we call it the monkey brain. It just goes over and over. It's like, yapping in the background. So this is about, listen, you have to stand up. Just keep going, darling. You're doing the right thing. You really are. You might be second guessing yourself, but don't. You are doing the right thing. Now, 4 cards fell out for the next. You have a lot of messages, right? The first one that came out was the 10 of Wands. And this is saying that you've kind of taken on a bit too much responsibility. This is when you say yes instead of saying no. When you've got you'll put somebody else's needs before yours, and you'll be like, I've got to do this, but they need me, so let me help them and forget about me. And this is like, darling, you've got to delegate. This is about boundaries. This is about self-discipline. This is about knowing your limitations. And sometimes it's easier to help people than to help yourself, right? So this is saying you've got to drop some of this baggage because it is weighing you down and holding you back. So, your worst case scenario can be kicked up because you're not going and you're not reaching the castle because you've got this bundle, right? You've got to drop it, darling. Delegate. Get rid of that. And then you've got the Four of Swords, which is the Four of Swords is about exhaustion, right? This is about, the sleepless nights causing that, and this, taking on all this is making you exhausted. You've got to drop some of the, you have to drop some of the responsibilities that you've agreed to do. And delegate. You have to just be honest with people. You've got to start saying no, when you've been saying yes. And then look, 5, you've got the high priest. This is all about, this is the Pope sometimes, this is the Hierophant. This is about trusting. To me, I'm getting the word trust. This is about connecting with your higher self, with source energy, because there is a bigger plan than you can even imagine. And you just have to trust that you are on that right path. You really do, Cancer. Don't lose faith. This is about faith. The keys are there, but you have to pick the keys up, right? You've got to get, and I'm saying, I think it's meditation, definitely. Meditate. And look, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered to meditate. But every time I meditate, I get this wonderful feeling. It's just kind of doing it is, you think you don't have time, but you waste more time avoiding doing it. Or let me put it in I waste more time avoiding doing it. Now you've got the Page of Swords, and this is information coming in for you, Cancer. This is very valuable information, but when this information comes in, sometimes it's not wrapped in a pretty bow, and it's said in a way that we sometimes aren't open to it. So when this card comes in, it's like, take all the information that comes in for you. Sometimes there's a grain of salt, in what it is. And sometimes you really have to look at it. Don't be hurt by it. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But try not to fall into that, oh no, how could they say such a thing? Try not to fall that and say, okay, they've said that. What, there's some truth in that, probably. Let me look at that. So this is being open to hearing the truth. Don't shoot the messenger. And clarifying it, darling, is the 3 of Air. This is about trusting yourself, that things are really happening for you. This is about, teamwork as well. This is about having a foundation and working with people and partnerships and knowing that all the hard work that you've done is going to pay off. This is trusting. Yeah, I feel that, listen, things can be energetically a little scary at times and a little uncertain. But your cards are saying, don't worry about that. Just keep going. You're doing the right thing, but quieten the mind and have a more positive attitude. And how to do that is to, have faith and trust in yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. You really are. This is also in some cards, this is about, well, of course, it's about expansion, right? It's about, 2 people make the third. This is about coming up with a beautiful idea and making it a reality, And I have a feeling that you've already been working on something very hard, and it is coming. You've got to keep yourself in trust and faith. Because things are going to work out for you. Just sometimes it feels a little challenging for all of us. So Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.